morning. Welcome to another wonderful Sunday morning on the last weekend of April. We're almost to May. And if you're in Arizona, it's a nice warm, almost 100 degrees. So, um, so I welcome each and every one of you. I know that you're at home and being safe and healthy, and we appreciate that. Our service is broken into three parts. We have our healing service, our inspirational service, and usually we have our greetings, spirit greetings afterwards, but since we're doing this online, we will not have spirit greetings this morning. We are waiting for approval from the governor to open back up the church, so please be patient with us until we get the all clear for that. We'd rather you be safe and healthy than put you at risk for another sickness of any sort. So please be safe. So we're going to start out with our healing portion this morning, and we're going to start out with our healing prayer. And I think that this is important, especially during this time, that we say this healing prayer, so that not only that you are safe, but others are safe and receiving healing as well. So I will say this out loud for the prayer for spiritual healing. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body, and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help, and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and the power of God. And I think that each of us need to remember that prayer every single day, so that we can say it and believe it and start working on not only ourselves but other people and the earth around us, because as it goes around, people are passing over to the spirit side of life, and some people, it's a rejoice when you get to the other side, but it's also a sadness because you're leaving other people behind, and we don't want that to happen. So we want everyone to be healthy and happy. And as we work with our healing and we do our part, Spirit will always do their part. So we're going to start out with the healing portion. And since we don't have our healers this morning, we're going to start out with absent healing, and we'll move on to our self-healing. So I'm going to turn on the music for a little bit, and we're going to listen to music as I do the healing portion. Hey. So I want you to get comfortable in your chairs and feel relaxed. And this morning I want you to really focus on those who are not able to have anyone around them. And yes, we're all supposed to have social distancing, and some of us are with families, but some people are in care homes or hospitals or facilities where they're not allowed to see their loved ones, or only allowed to talk to them over the phone or maybe Skype or internet. So I want you to remember everyone and give every single person, no matter where they are, the same amount of love. Doesn't matter what country they come from, who they are, what their skin color is. I want you to give everybody that healing energy this morning. So as we sit here this morning in our meditative state, I want you to send out healing, love, compassion, patience, and understanding to every single individual. I would like you to send out healing to all our first responders, to all the EMTs, to all the police, to all the first aides, whoever they may be, the nurses, doctors, caregivers, anybody at all, hospice workers. Let us send out healing also to all those who are working in restaurants, who are doing takeout delivery for everybody who would like to eat out instead of sitting at home. Send out healing to all those who work in grocery stores. Send out healing to all those maintenance people and cleaners who have to clean every single building and the hospitals and the facilities, and putting themselves at risk for the safety of others. Let us send out healing to them this morning. Let us also send out healing to all our military professionals, military personnel, to all those who are flying abroad or flying home. Let us send out healing to them this morning as well. All our essential workers, no matter what they do, if they're putting themselves out into the public and out into risk, let us send out healing. Let us see them being covered with the healing ball, being protected, cared for, and healed, not only by our thoughts, but by spirit as well. And as we send out healing, let us also remember those who are in care facilities, long-term care, assisted living, independent, doesn't matter, hospice facilities, all those individuals who are stuck into facilities, cannot be home at this time, cannot be in their own environment at this time. Let us send out healing to them. Compassion, patience, and understanding. Let us also send out healing to those who are making their transition, or also who have made their transition to spirit side of life. For some of them, it was very instantaneous, and for others, not so much. Let each one be blessed and protected, and have the understanding that they have crossed over or are about to cross over to spirit side of life. That beautiful place. Now, I want you to take a nice deep breath in, still being comfortable in your chairs, couches, wherever you're at. Have your eyes closed and become aware of your breath. Feel the breath as it enters with a cool feeling, and then warming as it gently travels down into the lungs. Feel the breath as it enters with a cool feeling, and then warming gently as it travels down into the lungs. And as you exhale, feel the body releasing the toxins, stress, and any negativity that has accumulated. Stay with this breath. Focus on the feeling of deep peace and relaxation. Feel it as it enters, and it's aware of the warmth and tingling in every cell, in every part of your body. Feel the healing as it in the extended environment, in every part of nature, in every living thing. Bring all those energies together and feel them as one. Visualize all that energy shining brightly as the sun. Bring that shining glow of the bright energy over the crowned head. Feel it starting to travel down into your body, from the top of your head, slowly going down into your face and neck, traveling down into your shoulders, all the way down to your arms, down to your fingers. Feel the healing energy and light going down into your chest, all the way down to your hips. Feel it continuing to travel down into your legs, all the way down to your toes. Your whole body is now filled with the divine healing light and energy. Allow that healing energy to completely fill any physical area that needs healing energy. Feel it warming, healing, and expanding through the area. Allow the healing light to bring peace and healing to any emotional issues or traumas. Bring your issues, your awareness to any intentions or desires that you may have. Hold those thoughts or intentions or desires as you allow the healing energy to bring your deepest desires to life and your intentions to reality. Let go of any doubt, anger, fear, anxiety. This does not need to be a part of you. Bring in the love, joy, and happiness. Let yourself be happy. Let yourself be joyful. If you are happy and joyful, this will spread to everyone around you. Your aura will change. Your life will change. Let the sorrows, the pain, the hurt go. It is not who you are. You are spirit. You are unique. You are beautiful. Learn to forgive yourself and others that may have harmed or hurt you. Learn to love and be happy. When we learn all of this, we will be one with spirit. We open ourselves to new and wonderful possibilities. We know that healing works. This is a fact. We must learn to visualize it, see it in every cell, every atom, being healed for the highest and the best. We must learn to let go and live in the moment, be in the now. And as we do this, we know that we are doing our part, and Spirit is doing their part. And if we are in the now instead of in the past, we're working on the future. And being in this moment, we can be healed for highest and best, for what we need at this time, be it physical, mental, emotional, financial, or even spiritual. We are being healed with spirit. We are centered and focused. We are sitting in this moment, on this day of this month of this year, not worrying about the past, not worrying about the future, not worrying about anyone else, just completely centered, focused, and with spirit. And as we sit here this morning, let us listen to the music. Let us be in the moment of the music, being healed for our highest and best. So I'll give a few moments while we listen to the music. So now that we're all nice and calm and relaxed, It is time that we start to come back into ourselves, back into the moment, and back into reality, knowing that healing will continue to work even after our wonderful healing service. So this morning, can't greet each other. Maybe we can instant message each other and say good morning and saying how each person is doing. Hopefully every one of you are doing well. I want to start out with an invocation for our second portion of our service. So, infinite intelligence, may our minds awaken to a deeper understanding of the great truth, that we be guided in appreciation of the great art of mediumship. May we guard and reverence this demonstrator of our cause. May the eager expectancy that leads us into the drawing of truth be rewarded by the kindling of flame consciousness to the nearness, the spirit side of life to us. Its acceptance can mean to us through living its beautiful philosophy. Amen. Now I usually get to hear you guys' wonderful singing and your voices. Hopefully soon we'll be able to do that again. But now we're going to say our declaration of principles. We have no dogma or creed, but we have a declaration of principles that we're able to say either every day or every weekend or whenever you can. And I hope that each and every one of you live by these declarations. So we'll start out. We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and in living in accordance therewith constitutes true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continues after the change called death. We affirm that the communication with the so-called dead is a fact, scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We affirm the moral responsibility of the individuals and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any soul here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing are divine attributes proven through mediumship. Now, usually on a Sunday service, we have the wonderful Reverend Mary Beth Lavecchio come up and give us a reading. But since I'm doing the service, I found one of her readings, her little quotes. I'm so blessed to have that around, so it was something different for this weekend. So I'll say this now. If someone says that I am a dreamer, hinting that I am something less than I should be, then don't know that I am using the tools of imagination and faith and painting a scene of something that is a real possibility for me. I am recognized in my dream as it takes shape, alert to the possibilities that are unfolding right before me. Yes, I am a dreamer of what Spirit has created for me, to have and explore and share this wondrous world. So I never let anyone, including myself, convince me that my dreams cannot come true, nor when I know that they can come from divine ideas awaiting my acceptance. I am the dreams that are inspired by Spirit and follow them in ways that bless me and all those whose lives I touch. I think that's actually really beautiful and wonderful, because I think imagination, inspiration, and being a dreamer is what life is all about. We are dreamers. We imagine. We grow. So this morning is a very special day, I think, for one of my favorite people named Harrison D. Barrett. It's his birthday today. So I was kind of excited about that. And so I figured I'd do a talk on that this morning. Harrison D. Barrett was born April 26, 1863, to a lifelong Cannon, Maine residents of Levi P. and Lucetta Merrow Barrett in a home established by Levi's great-grandfather, Captain Joseph Barrett, in 1805. Harrison D. Barrett dedicated much of his short life to promoting spiritualism. So I'd like to start out giving you a little bit of what he was all about. Because without him, I truly believe that even though we had some pioneers that started out spiritualism, he kept it going. And I think that especially right now, where we're not allowed to really congregate with each other and smile and say hello and hug each other, spiritualism keeps going on. Life keeps going on. So I'll give you a little bit of information on this wonderful gentleman. In the early years of 1880, Harrison D. Barrett became interested in spiritualism, has made that field of search of the realm of psychic science his special studies. In 1885, he had been actively engaged in the public propagandism of that line of thought. From 1889 to 1895, inclusive, he was a chairman of the Great Summer Assembly of Cassadaga, New York. In 1893, he was elected president of the National Spiritualist Association Assembly of the United States and Canada. When Harris's sister, Ollie, passed his spirit at the age of 12, she communicated with her brother through rappings to let him know that she was still there, willing and able to talk with her loved ones. Harrison became dedicated with spiritualists and began attending summer sessions at Camp Etna in Etna, Maine, a spiritualist camp with uninterrupted summer meetings since 1876. In 1902, he became president of the first Maine Spiritualist State Camp Meeting Association, now called Etna Spiritualist Association, located in Camp Etna. A history of Harrison D. Barrett can be found on the web of the church. Harrison's mediumship unfolded in Camp Etna. He became the president of Camp Etna, as we had said, and was a welcome worker in the early camps. He was an excellent platform worker, presenting and pleasing voice and analytical mind that his audiences seemed never to tire of. It has been told that he would walk 25 miles from Cannon to Camp Etna barefoot with his shoes over his shoulders in order to present himself with a polished and prepared for his appointment with Spirit. His wonderful mediumship and deep resonant voice made him a splendid missionary, and he traveled all over the United States, many times without funds and with cardboard in his shoes. The organized NSAC came into existence due to Harrison's quit thinking at a trial of a woman being accused for fortune-telling and witchcraft. Harrison was called to court to be a witness And when the judge explained to him if he could prove this religion was a true religion with a creed, he might let the woman go free. This is very important. Harrison asked for a recess, wrote the first 3 spiritualist principles as they stand, and the woman was allowed to go free. First 3 principles is we believe in infinite intelligence. So we believe in God. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitutes true religion. Without these principles, that young lady would have been put in prison, put in jail for fortune telling. We would probably not have a religion today. Harrison married his wife, Marguerite M. Coffin, at Grand Rapids in Michigan in 1897, and together they published The Banner of Light, the largest spiritualist publication in the world, from 1897 to 1904. Its readerships included thousands of doctors, judges, scientists, research, clergymen, and people from all walks of life, many who came to the religion as skeptics and joined as believers once they received accurate messages from the spirit world. Believers said spiritualism was a religious science, and a scientific religion, a religious philosophy, and a philosophical religion. Many spiritualists believe, and still do, that because of their religion that prove the continuity of life, they have potential to bring the world together in one religion while still honoring individual beliefs and practice of its philosophers. In 1903, Harrison B. Barrett returned to his native town and resided, and was nominated in the summer of 1904 for the state senate by the Democrats of Summit County. Here he held a party and ran slightly ahead of the ticket of several precincts. So Harrison B. Barrett was not only a teacher, a philosopher, also a politician. Harrison wrote many books during his lifetime. Life work of Cora L. V. Richmond, Casadega, and its histories and teaching, the evolution of worship, the soul songs of triumph, psychic romances, and the last book was pantheistic idealism. Harrison's wife, Marguerite, passed the spirit a few months before her husband. Together they lost dear 2-year-old baby daughter, Zella, a few years before Marguerite died. Zelia's headstone sits in the small cemetery next to the large monument honoring Mary Vanderbilt in Barrett's Square of Camp Edna. Harrison D. Barrett didn't last very long in his life. I hoped he would have lasted longer to help out, but he did what he needed to do. And I think that's important to have some, thank goodness for people before us that helped out to get this religion keep going. And I hope that each one of you truly believe in this religion. Show that the continuity of life actually exists, and that we can continue on being strong of who we are and not leaving anyone out just because they're different. I don't think that it matters who you are, what your color of skin is, what religion you are. We're all here on this plane of existence, Earth, dealing with things every single day. Maybe in our own way, but we're dealing with it. And I think as spiritualists, we need to realize and keep our principles in hand and not look the other way and help out each and every person, no matter what it is. And I don't think that we should, as spiritualists, criticize someone else because of the way they think. I think it's important to accept what they think, allow them to think that, go on our way, thinking the way we need, but keep our minds open and not closed. And I really think that Harrison D. Barrett kept his mind open, taught people, worked with people, tried to save people from persecution. And I think we need to keep that in our minds, especially this time that we are going through. So happy birthday, Harrison D. Barrett. Now, usually we have the love ring offering at this time. And I know that you guys want to help us out as much as you can. And I hope that each one of you can help us out without putting yourselves at risk financially or any other way. We have a website, churchoflivingspirit.com, churchoflivingspiritnsac.com, my bad, that has a PayPal account on it. And if you wish to make a donation to our church, our little church here, to keep it going, we would appreciate that greatly. Also, you can find the PayPal button on Facebook and donate to that as well. We would greatly appreciate that. If you're in Arizona or have a Kroger's account, a Fry's food card account, and you swipe your little key fob, if you go online to Fry's, in one of the corners, you can actually apply for community rewards, and you can put Church of the Living Spirit on there, and every time you swipe your little key fob, a percentage of what you save can come back to this church. And if you like shopping online like I do, it can be dangerous sometimes, Amazon Smile, you can attach for community rewards, also with Amazon Smile, to Church of the Living Spirit NSAC, and a percentage of what you buy, Amazon Smile will donate a percentage to this church. So please help us out. We greatly appreciate anything you can help us with. Now, I know that the governor has not opened Arizona yet at this time. We are waiting for approval. It may start out where there will only be a small amount